Overstrand, North Norfolk. A tapestry of wealth, warplanes, and waves. Overstrand, perched on the North Norfolk coast, just east of Cromer, derives its name from the Old English, likely meaning ridge or narrow shore, a contrast to nearby Sidestrand. Once a modest fishing hamlet known as Beck High, it transformed dramatically in the late 19th century with the arrival of money, and then developing further in the early 20th century with the railway came along. Poppyland and the Millionaire's Playground. In 1883, London journalist Clement Scott visited Overstrand and coined the term Poppyland to describe the area's romantic, windswept beauty. His writings drew London's elite, artists, politicians, and industrialists, who built grand holiday homes, turning Overstrand into the village of millionaires. Notable residents included Sir Edgar Speyer, financier and chairman of London Underground, who built the Sea Marge Mansion. Cyril Flower, Lord Battersea, who commissioned the Pleasaunce, designed by Edwin Lutyens. Charles Mills, Lord Hillingdon, who also employed Lutyens for Overstrand Hall. Sir Jesse Boot, founder of Boots the Chemist. Henry Royce of Rolls-Royce fame, and Lord Frederick Macmillan, of the publishing dynasty. These figures brought with them not just wealth, but a cultural cachet that made Overstrand a fashionable retreat. So let us look at the railway and the rise of seaside tourism. The Norfolk and Suffolk Joint Railway reached Overstrand in 1906, linking it to Cromer and North Walsham. This made the village accessible to holidaymakers and helped cement its status as a coastal destination. The station hosted LNER camping coaches in 1938–39 and again in 1952 under British Railways, offering a unique seaside holiday experience. The line closed to passengers in 1953, and the station building has since become a private residence. However, it does warrant a mention in our 26 Miles project, which is celebrating the 200th anniversary of the railway in our region. Turning to aviation, let us look at the Bolton-Paul Overstrand bomber. In the 1930s, Norwich-based Bolton and Paul named one of their most innovative aircraft after the village, the Overstrand bomber. First flown in 1933, it was a twin-engine biplane and the first aircraft in the world to feature a fully enclosed, power-operated turret. It evolved from the earlier Sidestrand bomber and was used by the RAF until 1941, primarily for training by the outbreak of World War II. The technology led to perhaps the company's best-known machine from the Second World War, namely the Defiant, which too had a power-operated turret, but the Overstrand bomber was built in Norwich at Mousehold Heath. A clip about RAF Mousehold can be found on the channel. The name attached to the some 28 odd production units was a nod to the company's Norfolk roots and the village's prominence. Right, let us take a look at the architecture and legacy of the village. Overstrand's architectural legacy is rich. Lutyens' designs, including Overstrand Hall, the Pleasaunce, and the Methodist Church, still stand as testaments to the village's Edwardian heyday. The Sea Marge Hotel, once Speyer's home, retains its grandeur and now welcomes guests again. Coastal erosion and deep history. Overstrand sits on the deep history coast, with cliffs that continually reveal fossils and ice age geology. Coastal erosion has long been a challenge. The Grand Overstrand Hotel, once perched on the cliff, slid into the sea in the 1950s.